Hello everyone, Mr. Storkin here, and welcome to LEGO DC Supervillains, as we take a look at the DLC.
Oh boy, that hurt like heck. Hello everyone, Mr. Storkin here, welcome back to LEGO DC Supervillains, as we take a look at this DLC, and the first one being, well, the DC TV Villains Pack. Now this pack, I decided to pay for the DLC because it was actually surprisingly cheap, the version I bought, because they were having a discount at the time, and it was like, holy crap, I'm gonna buy it. So this pack is based off the Arrowverse. There are two Arrowverse packs. I'm gonna take a look at the TV superheroes next, but because of the like release order and so forth, I'm gonna take a look at the Villains pack, which has several promising characters. So let's take a look at them. Really, Indigo? Really? I'm not a fan of Supergirl, and this is like a very blasé character from Supergirl, but okay. Oh, you have to have Prometheus. Of course, you have Prometheus. Rain? I don't mind. Vandal Savage, yeah, to definitely get Legends Tomorrow in there. Vigilante, okay, I can see why. And Zoom, yes! As you can see, I'm currently playing as Zoom because it's just like, I think he has the coolest design minifigure, if anything, but he just looks freaking awesome. I'm playing as Rain.
Have you ever felt there isn't enough time in the day to go to the gym?
Oh, she doesn't have the laser beam ability. Okay, that's news to me. Okay, because I thought she did. Anyway, so I'm taking a look at Hunter Zolomon. I personally love Zolomon. Zolomon, he's not my favorite Flash villain. Personally, I felt like if they had, I'm surprised there's only one villain from the Flash in this. Wait, is there? I didn't think about that. Is there? Yes, there's only one Flash villain, because two of them are from Supergirl, two of them are from Arrow, one of them is from Legends, one of them is from the Flash. Really? I thought the Flash had some of the best villains. Okay, makes sense, we gotta run with Zoom. But, I'm not the biggest fan of Zoom, because, I felt like they were trying to do, the whole plot twist with the reverse Flash again, like, oh, it's this guy we recognize, and it was Jay Garrick. It's like, yeah, okay, but I grew to like him. I suppose in terms of the recent villains, like, he's really good, like, if you, like, I think he was the last, like, phenomenal Flash villain. I don't know, Savitar had some moments. No, I still have to wait till see what season 6 brings us, but at the moment, I don't know, Ramsey was pretty close, I guess. So yeah, Zolomon's definitely up there, but, oh, I just love playing as just any speech. I just like seeing the yellow lightning because he has the velocity, aid in the system that's killing him. It's just like, okay, I like that detail. I was just running through. I was just like, oh, did I miss something or not? Or what was the dealio with that? But yeah, this is Hunter Zolomon based off Season 2 of The Flash. Season 2 is really interesting because they introduced the idea of the multiverse, and Hunter Zolomon is a serial killer from that world, but he pretends to be Jay Garrick after a visitor from Earth 3 comes by, and he's like, oh, I'm going to steal his identity and become that Flash. So that was where the idea of Zoom came from, and I really like him. The costume design was really creepy when I first saw it, and it's like, I love it. I still love the design of good old Zolomon. He's not my, again, I will keep on saying this, he is not my favorite Flash villain. I'm trying to get to that building. Okay. I'm gonna play as Rain for the flying. Rain! I hated Rain. Okay, I hate any Supergirl villain, but at the same time, I thought Rain was alright. She is Samantha, and the whole thing is that she's an alien, but because she got pregnant when she was a teenager, it somehow like subdued her powers for a while, so that's why when she's an adult, the powers kind of manifest themselves. Which I kind of like the idea of Rain, like actually someone who can fight Supergirl, but at the same time I thought her costume was stupid. I hate the actress who played her because it's that evil, annoying one girl from House. Not the one that has the hots for House. I'm not referring to Cuddy. I'm referring to she played Emma Swan, Jennifer Morrison. Who did she play in House? I strangely don't remember her character's name. But no, this character was the new girl character from House, and I don't really like her. But no, she plays Samantha, and I don't think Samantha was a really great character. At the same time, it's like, okay, I liked her as a villain, but when they kind of like screwed up the character, it's just like, no, I don't care. You can tell I'm very, like, passive towards this stuff. Or I'm just like, yeah, I liked it, but I wasn't really a big fan of it. I wasn't a fan of it when they were like, she is part of a trinity that is out to destroy the world. They are world. I didn't hate that actually, because Rain is actually the closest thing I feel like to a Supergirl character, because she's a New 52 Supergirl character. I was kind of interested. I didn't. Okay, do you know my breaking point? I think for Rain in the show, I will tell you this. It's when they separated the characters. That's when I was just like, no. That's when I break. And I wish I was joking, like, yeah, I thought that was stupid or something like that. Just like, oh no, that was just terrible writing. Because I felt like they wrote themselves into a corner with the character, but I was like, there's a very easy way for them to get out of this writing. The problem they put themselves into is like, oh, how? It's like, just kill off Rain, and then you have the daughter with Alex, and then they're just like, nah, let's not do it. I don't like talking about Supergirl, it's just like, Oh yeah, there are character information, so like if we do zoom, we hit X, and then it's like, okay, and then character profile. Okay, born in an alternate universe in the multiverse known as Earth 2, Hunter Zolomon became Zoom, a supervillain obsessed with stealing the abilities of other species. After a negative encounter with the Flash while traveling the multiverse, he hatched an evil plan to increase the Flash's power that he could one day steal it for himself. Yeah, that was the part that I thought was stupid. But okay, let's learn more about Rain. Unaware of her alien origins, Samurai's first discovered she had superpowers when she suddenly used them during a crisis. However, this was the beginning of her transformation into a genetically engineered Kryptonian world killer known as Rain, a supervillain intended to spread her dark magic across the earth. She wasn't magic, it was Kryptonian stuff, but hey. Let's move on to not the best, but close to it, Arrow villain. Adrian Chase. Oh my gosh, I think... Oh, I wanted to move on to Prometheus, because it's just like, oh, I love him. I think I want to do Prometheus. I should have waited on Prometheus. But this is Adrian Chase. He is the best part about Season 5 in the Flash. If you want my honest opinion, because Season 5 was mainly a giant miss for the show. And I think Adrian's character and his villain betrayal was just great. More about him in a second. I think Vandal Savage can do this.
Have you ever felt there isn't enough time in the day to go to the gym and drive around in a fashionable...
So can I talk about Vandal Savage? So I'll talk about Vandal Savage right now, and then I'll move over back to, good old, Lex. I do not care for Vandal. He was... I will defend this. Season 1 of Legends is not good, guys. I think there's two things going forward in Vandal Savage. I don't know. He was an okay villain, I suppose, in the crossover, but at the same time, it's just like, I never really got the chance to care about him as a character, so it's like, okay. So at the same time, it's just like, I like how they kind of how the actor had a cameo in Legends recently when they did the whole Ray was in hell thing. It was just like, what's going on? What are you guys writing about? Oh, there's a lot of cops here, aren't there? I want to be. No, I don't want to be her. I want to be Prometheus when doing this because he's the cop killer. He is the throwing star killer, and he is great. I know that's an odd thing to say, but oh, he is just... Oh, yes, the throwing stars! Yes! That is great! I love this already. So as you can clearly tell, I love Prometheus in Arrow. I wasn't a big fan of Arrow at the time. I was not watching Season 5 as I should have. Like, I wasn't watching it episodically, like, week by week, but Adrian was kind of interesting. So he is against the... Not the Flash. He is against, Oliver Queen. because Oliver was responsible for the death of his biological father. I'm supposed to remember the live wires.
First, I need to recharge and let someone else handle it. Please.
Do you mind? I'm kind of busy.
Step in to begin your test drive to a happier, healthier.
Oh, that's finished. Okay, good.
Enjoy the
There we go. Oh, we were in a hamster boat. Okay. I'm gonna get back to playing as Prometheus, because I love it.
Consumption while the vehicle is in motion.
I'll talk about Prometheus a bit more while I'm being with these cops, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, I forgot to talk about Vandal Savage. But no, so his plan was that he was going to destroy Oliver. He found who Oliver was, and he was trained under the same teacher as Oliver, which was Talia, during his time in the Bratva. And, I think he's the only person, outside... Sorry. Outside of Merlin and Deathstroke that could really go toe-to-toe with Oliver and, was just an intimidating villain. The actor who plays him, he doesn't do a great job, but I feel like he's an interesting character, nonetheless. And his whole thing is that he throws in starting stars so he can kind of set up Oliver for stuff, and he does leak
the #1 newspaper in the
information about Oliver, about being the Green Arrow, but
modern science, inspired by Superman. We here at the Daily Planet have harnessed our energy for this building from the sun.
Okay, can I move, please? Please, thank you. Hello, evil cactus people. He's pretty interesting. Jason Segura, I would tell, people not to, spoil anything about that season. It's just phenomenal. I'm gonna leave. Because I don't want to be here. Can I, leave? I can't leave, damn it. Why can't I leave?
I can't go back to the boss empty-handed and tell her the guy we need is locked in the supply room.
Can I just, leave?
Maybe we could bribe him with bay leaves, or
I really don't want to be here.
I can't hit this door forever.
I'm worried if I do that, I won't be able to come back out. Okay. Let's change characters. Fuck it, I'm gonna be Indigo for this. I hate Indigo. She is the... Oh, I should have read more about Prometheus. Oh yeah, quick tangent. I will talk about I'll do the origin thing of Prometheus, and I'll be like, oh, read more about Vandal Savage, a character that I thought was okay, but Prometheus was the best thing about Arrow Season 5. Okay. Blaming the Green Arrow for the loss of his father, Simon Morris vowed revenge and trained to become the villain Prometheus, taking the name Adrian Chase. Simon became the district attorney of Star City in order to get close to Oliver and complete his meticulous plan to ruin him. Oh yeah, Simon Morrison was his real name, but everyone's like, it's Adrian. Adrian! So Vandal Savage was okay. I didn't like the whole thing where he's like, I gotta kill the Hawk people, and so forth. He was not an interesting villain, to be polite. And he was kind of a joke. Oh, we can leave? Yes, I'll leave. Thank you. That's the happiest thing I've heard all day. But no, he was trying to kill Kendra and Carter because it's part of his immortality. Which, the way they killed him off, I just didn't care for, because it was just like, oh, let's pull an ending out of our ass. And it was like, okay, and then they were just like, okay, and it was just like, okay. I like his character design, I like his hair, and I like that he has a staff of horse, even though he only had that for one episode. It's irrelevant, I suppose, but it's just like, oh boy, I didn't really mind him as a villain. I think he's not the best Legends of Tomorrow villain, because that distinction goes to Thawne, but he's pretty close. I'll play as Indigo. Well, actually, no, let's read about him first, and then I'll change over to Vigilante, who's the last character in the pack. But Vandal Savage, Born over 1,000 years ago, the villain who would become known as Vandal Savage was exposed to an alien element which granted him immortality. With his appetite for power continued to grow Over centuries, Vandal Savage has become a near impossible opponent, determined to become the world's ruler. Now, I like the idea of Vandal Savage as a character. It just didn't work in execution. Now, Vigilante. Oh boy! I don't know why he is here, but okay. But Indigo. Do not include anyone from Supergirl Season 1, because that show sucked. Actually, I'll defend one thing.
Welcome, welcome. Allow me to point you in the direction of the nearest dumpster.
Oh, burn!
Fine dining, invite only, 6 months waiting list, LexCorp approved establishment.
But no, I felt, I did not care for, what they had done with Indigo, because she was just a grunt, and she had no character development, and it's like, what do you expect? It's Supergirl Season 1. They can't freaking write to save their life. You're right, they cannot. No, they can't. Supergirl Season 1 is the worst thing in television I've ever seen. And, Indigo, I felt like had served nothing. She was in an episode. The only thing noteworthy I think about her is that she was played by the same actress who played, Supergirl in,
Good news! Joker's back
in the, oh god, the name is escaping me. Smallville. That was the name of the show. It's like, she played Supergirl in another show. That's why she was... That's why she was noteworthy. And it's like, oh, but who did she play? And it's like, oh, she played Supergirl.
Oh no, the creme brulee
Part of the...
flambe.
I don't know, Smallville isn't great. But, I didn't really like... The whole thing with her is that she was trying to enact Myriad, which was like a human suicide thing. Don't worry, it did not make sense in the show. There was like, every human's gonna jump off this cliff and die. And it was like, whoa. Dark. And it was just like, yeah, you better believe that we're dark, we're sophisticated. It's like, no, and then I don't know, I stopped caring at one point. I didn't like Indigo as a character. I thought she was the most pointless thing I've ever seen. But speaking of pointless, Vigilante, as I play as Rain. Vigilante is, he was kind of an anti-hero character, especially in the comics. But his big main thing is that he's the real Adrian Chase in the comics. Adrian Chase is Vigilante. But in the Arrowverse show, he is he's an old flame of Dinah. If this doesn't work again, I'm just gonna leave it. Goodbye. You know what? I'll just goodbye this. I don't really care. And overall, I think Vigilante's not the best character, but he's definitely unique and so forth. I'll read about Indigo. I don't like talking about any characters from Supergirl because it just makes me feel dead inside. Okay, generally known as Brainiac 8, Indigo is a super intelligent android from the planet Clue, used by Supergirl's pod to escape the Kryptonian prison Fort Ross. After arriving on Earth, this highly dangerous supervillain is intent on using her digital powers to rid the planet of inferior beings. Yeah, they tried to say that she was a main villain. She was not. Now, I like the idea of Vigilante in concept. Again, the show just didn't execute the character well, so that's my gripe against it. I'm sorry, this was longer than I wanted it to be in the video. Okay, while serving as Central State Police officer, a former partner of Diana Drake, also known as the Black Canary, Vincent Sobel was accidentally caught in a wave of the particle accelerator explosion at Star Labs. Finding a now regenerative abilities, Vincent became his new life as a ruthless vigilante, and later faced off against the Green Arrow. Yes, he was an anti-hero in the back half of season I'm trying to remember the season. It's not like I'm like, oh, what season was it? What season was it? It was 6 because it was after Adrian had left. You know, this pack is pretty good. If you're like a huge Arrowverse fan, you're going to enjoy it. I think 2 of the characters are not worth it. That being Rain and actually no, Rain. Rain seems kind of overpowered. I think Indigo and yeah, not the place I wanted to go because I'm preparing for the next video. Come on. Rain, and I think I'll just head over to Smallville for the next part. Probably better, yeah. No, that's the point where I'm just like, nah, I don't really care. I think the best character in the pack is Zoom, and if you disagree, go on disagree, I don't really mind. So thank you all for watching this video. Join us next time to take a look at the DC Heroes pack, where I'll be like, oh my gosh, I get to place the Flash, I get to place Vine, and I get to place the Atom. I am looking forward to that. Tell them that is it for me. Enjoy the next video coming out next week. Bye-bye.